everybody. Guess what? It's almost baby time. I'm 38 weeks, right at the end of 38 weeks right now. So I think this is probably going to be my last video until it's time. So I just wanted to kind of do like a final wrap up, like final thoughts of pregnancy and pregnancy after infertility. And also just give you guys an update on how I'm feeling these last few weeks. So I'll start with that. For starters, honestly, I've had a pretty easy pregnancy, all things considered. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, if 1 was like the world's easiest pregnancy, like you don't even know you're pregnant, you're just like living your life, and 10 is like, oh my God, like I'll never do this ever again, I want to die, I would give myself a 4, and I think if I hadn't had the restless leg syndrome, I would give myself a 2. So honestly, it hasn't been too bad at all. I really can't complain. I mean, now I'm not sleeping very well. I still have like a lot of restlessness, but I mean, I missed out on all the nausea. I missed out on all the puking. I missed out on like a lot of physical pain. So like I said, I'm not going to complain. Currently, right now, I have gained a total of 37 pounds, which is a lot when you used to be 125 and now you're like over 160. So I definitely feel all the extra weight I'm carrying around, like big time. I'm not just like in pain all the time, but if I'm, you know, if I'm on my feet too long or something like that, and by too long I mean like, I don't know, an hour tops, less than that, I can just feel my legs and my feet are just so sore. It just feels like I've strapped 30 pounds of weights to my body, and then I just carry that around all the time. So the extra weight is challenging. My favorite position is basically just like reclining in a 45-degree angle. That's where I feel the best.
Me too.
Yeah. Sitting
all the extra weight I've gained.
Oh, Bert. Sitting too long is uncomfortable. Standing too long is uncomfortable. Just like laying back like this.
Being uncomfortable is uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's the best way to be. But at this stage, I feel like it's pretty common for people to say they're so over being pregnant, right? Like, even before this, like, I mean, people start saying this when they're like, I don't know, 32 to even 34. By 36 weeks, I feel like people are like, get this baby out of me. But I'm one of the weird ones because I haven't felt that way at all. Like, I have honestly been in no rush to get the baby out of me. I mean, obviously, like, I'm excited to meet our son, and, you know, the anticipation and, you know, ooh, when's it gonna happen? Like, all that stuff is great. But I mean, I'm not so physically uncomfortable and miserable that like I want him out right now, because I guess I know that when he's out, like, that's gonna be a whole new set of issues I have going on. You know, I'm not sleeping now, but you know, not gonna be sleeping much then either. And, you know, we're gonna have a newborn to care for, and our whole life is going to be just totally turned upside down, you know, obviously in a good way, but it's gonna be difficult and it's gonna be stressful. And so I'm like, well, I might as well just enjoy.
I'm looking forward to it.
I know you are. I know you are, but I feel like I'm taking a very like realistic approach to this. I'm like, okay, I can have a few physical discomforts and really just try to take it and enjoy my life the last, you know, for as it has been for the last few weeks. Or I can be in a rush to like have it be the way it's going to be for the rest of my life, basically, with, you know, a little human to worry about. So I'll have my son forever, but, you know, our days of just it being you and I and our freedom,
they're ticking away.
Those are numbered, so I don't mind enjoying.
Speaking of numbered days, today is our 5th wedding anniversary.
Ah, yes it is.
And I don't want everybody to think we just thought of that right now. We knew it was our wedding anniversary.
Yes.
Of course, I just wanted to mention it.
We're in the car because we're going to a birthday party, and then after that we're going to go have a nice dinner for our anniversary. Which, I mean, usually we do something a little bit more special, but kind of got a little overshadowed this year. And of course, I am, you know.
We were going to go to Bora Bora. But
we decided not to.
We decided to have
a
baby.
No. I can't even fit my feet in any other shoes besides flip-flops and one pair of wedges that it's not looking cute. Like, my feet are super, super swollen. My hands are super swollen. And yeah, there's just having a big celebration for our anniversary is like not on our top of the list right now. But that's okay. Happy 5 years, honey.
Yes, happy 5 years, honey.
Anyway, so another thing I wanted to talk about is being pregnant after infertility, kind of looking back on the whole thing and what my thoughts are on that. And I have to say that in addition to having a fairly easy pregnancy symptom-wise, I think it also helps that, I think I enjoy pregnancy more than the average person because I waited so long for it to happen, and I was just so, I just envisioned being pregnant for years. And I really haven't taken it for granted at all. I still, every single day I look in the mirror and I have a baby bump. I'm just like, oh my God, it worked. I got pregnant finally. So it's, it's hard for me to be having all these feelings of gratitude every single day and then, simultaneously being like, pregnancy sucks, I hate it. That just doesn't go together. So I have definitely enjoyed the fact that I'm pregnant because it was a goal of mine for so long, and I don't take it for granted. And I honestly think the little baby bump, even though I've gained almost 40 pounds, I think my body's cute. I like the baby bump. I love looking in the mirror and seeing my little stomach. I think it's adorable. I would not mind physically looking like this all the time. I don't care. I mean, I would need to get some new shoes so I could actually wear cute shoes, because all my shoes don't fit, and maybe get my ring size so I could actually wear my real wedding ring and not this fake one. But I mean, yeah, I feel like infertility just kind of makes you just more grateful for the whole thing. But yeah, I don't know if I'm the only formally infertile person who thinks this way. Maybe there are some people who struggled and still hate pregnancy and still had a horrible time with it. I mean, I can only speak for myself, but I can't hate it. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm sorry. I can't hate it. Would I want to be, experiencing restless leg syndrome and Robert, that's close. Would I want to be experiencing restless leg syndrome and insomnia the rest of my life? Absolutely not. Would I want to, feel basically very physically disabled in a lot of ways for the rest of my life? No. But for the very short time that people are pregnant, I mean, unless your last name is Duggar, you don't spend a whole lot of your life being pregnant. I mean, there's a very short window when you have kids, and then it's over. And I just kind of look at the whole process as just a very special, unique time in your life. And so I'm excited, and the anticipation is huge to meet our son. But I'm not wishing the days away. I'm enjoying my last few days of pregnancy, and I'm soaking it in. And God willing, I'll be able to do this again with a second child. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But that's the update. I am just days away from my due date, a week and a day to be specific, and I have no inductions or anything like that scheduled. Everything's been looking great. I'm really looking forward to having the element of surprise with giving birth, since I think I've mentioned this before, since the conception was so scheduled. It's really cool to have no idea when I'm going to go into labor and how all that's going to go. So yeah, just stay tuned, because after this video, unless there's some kind of unexpected complication or something that happens, my next video will be the birth announcement, and hopefully we can get some footage of the labor, because Lord knows I'm not going to be thinking about it, but maybe Robert or
I will try to do as much video as I can.
I mean, I'm not going to want a ton of video, but just maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I have no idea. This is kind of exciting because I have no idea how it's going to go. So stay tuned, guys, and thank you so much for following along with my pregnancy, and for all the comments and the likes, and you guys have been super supportive and awesome. So woo, good time to end the video.
Yes.
So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you at the birth.